A shed update, and it's not a whole lot, but I want to show everyone what I am adding in to the Ark. I don't know if I said it last time, but I'm adding the new Batmobile. This is from Batman vs. Superman. This is the Mobius kit. I got another one coming, which is actually in layaway, which I'm paying off, so I'll have one sealed, one open. Life's good when you get two model kits to put in the Ark. But anyway, it's a great kit. I really do like it. I bought some not a light kit, but I do got some LEDs for it. And I want to build it and light it, but you know, just hopefully when time permits. I think that's one of the coolest ones, next to the tumbler. But the tumbler's coming out with the and I'll share some info here, which I'm pretty sure I'm almost 100% accurate. This right here is the turret tumbler. I scratch built the turret conversion here, and I was going to plan on making it, but it was too hard to produce, so I just left it off. But Mobius is coming out with not the turret tumbler, which I thought they were going to do, but I figured out this would be a little difficult. They're going to do the rocket version, which is basically minus the turret. It's basically got two hatches that pop up, and it's the rocket version. However, this will work out good. I will vacuum form the turret on mine, and you'll be able to put my turret on the rocket version kit when it comes out. So that's a win-win. But anyway, we'll jump that bridge when the rocket tumbler comes out. But anyway, it is a movie car. I do have to add the the Batmobile to the car section, which is a movie car, which is it's just cool. It's just one of those things that just got to have have all the kits of the Batmobile. I'll show this right here. This is the mechanical collection. This is number 3, which I'd like to have 1 and 2. But anyway, let me show you all the date here. 4/23, the month 4/20, basically 1 year ago, I had these on order at the hobby store, and it's kind of like the comic book store. They're basically like almost like a year out. I've had stuff at the comic book store that I've ordered, and I totally forgot that I even ordered, and it was a year ago. But anyway, these are basically just little ships. Like that one's the Amato, and you get 10 ships in all. And what I did was, and I vaguely remember, I was basically buying every 2 weeks. I'd go in, I'd buy 2 of these. I'd save up a week to get 2 because they're pretty much they were almost like $6 a piece, 7 give or take. I'd save up, go put 2 on layaway, and buy it. And then a year later, I basically got a complete sealed case and a half of one. So I was pretty shocked today when they brought that out. Hey, that came in because I totally forgot. I had it all paid off and everything. But anyway, I think they're great. I think they go well with the other Star Blazer ships. Now I try to buy these when I can. These are the littler models, but I think the little ships. Plus, I like spaceships and different scales, so it all works out. So the mechanical collection will probably go maybe in the top. It probably won't go in here, the model section. I mean, it may not if I rearrange or something. And then I was buying I like, how I love females, I can't help it. This is volume 2. Would like to have number volume 1, but that's like girls and panzers, planes and girls, and whatever the trend is now. But anyway, you get you can get like the American, that's like a Sherman, Russian at MiG-60, that's a German. There's the animated version of it. The Japanese one, M4A3. It's just, I think they're slick. Anyway, these 2 boxes, I got these 2, so I was really cool because I wanted the, that's the German one. I really wanted the Russian one here. I think these are slick. I know they're pre-painted, but you do have to assemble them, and you could repaint them if you want to anyway. But they're females, and I have to course, I had to have these. So these should probably go upstairs, but I may sneak them over there into the figure section, but that's just me. But who knows what I want to do. I haven't decided yet. Over here we got a little bit of the I was cleaning out the workbench because I had to move some stuff. Try not to have too many kits on the or aftermarket parts on the workbench. But anyway, I bought this at a show. I don't even know if I paid $2 for it or what, but that's a 48 scale big mouth intake from Seamless Suckers with a gigantic core plug on there. But anyway, you know, I pick this up when I see it. It's just you know, everything's usable. Resin, styrene, you know, even if you didn't want to make a you know, an F-16, you know, some science fiction vehicle may use one of these, you know. It's one of the reasons why I have that. I don't have much I call it railroad models, and I probably may have some over here, maybe. If not, it would be in the dioramas, like the buildings you'd see for railroads. It's just, you know, you do have to assemble it. But anyway, Elliot Brown from Fedoratron.com sent me these little gems, and these are 62 Corvettes, which are mini Lolas. And mini Lolas can go with, and these are basically 1/144 scale, I think, and I probably buried it. Somewhere is the bus. I thought I had the bus handy. Of course I did. I had a bunch of other airplanes in front of it. Should be somewhere in here. But anyway, these can go with the bus. However, these, I won't put these in the and speaking of railroad model kits, I tried to pick up kits that like model companies that actually made, like if Monogram made like a building, I'd pick that up. I know Aurora made a building, you know, even like, I want to say IMAX, but you know, just different brands. And I like the houses and stuff. I think everything's usable. But anyway, I'm going to add the little Lolas to the, of course that's not what they're called, but that's what we're going to call them, to go with the bus that I got somewhere stashed back there. And of course, I always got to thank Elliot for that. That was a treasure trove find right there. These little gems here are a mini model madness. He produced just very small kits. Now you notice the shuttle's empty. I have no idea where in the hell I dropped it at. I dropped it somewhere. It is somewhere either in here or in the house. So anyway, I do have the package. So once I find the shuttle, I can put it in there. So we're gonna stick that over in the mini model section with the Federation models type stuff. And you know, I even have the mini model or Larson Designs Hawk there. So anyway, I got the shuttle. I got the Cylon Raider, which I was planning on building the Cylon tanker. And that's not it, that's the Apollo. You have to have, it's a Soyuz, I think. It's probably not handy. If it is, it's buried somewhere. Anyway, we'll dig for it later. I was gonna, because it'd be in scale with the studio scale one. I think that's one of the reasons why I bought that. And the Colonial Movers, it's actually, I was trying to actually get this to go with one of the old Battlestars or the new one. I think these little kits would fit well with the bigger Battlestar models there. I just thought that would just be slick. But anyway, you can tell I haven't opened that or anything. But anyway, that was my game plan. I thought that would just be cool to go with it. This right here, this should be from the Cult of Personality. This is actually Iron Man, Robert Downey Jr. Without his helmet, and I probably don't have an Iron Man kit handy, because I probably, because it's not the best Iron Man kit out there. I think it's kind of, it lacks a little bit. The second version is pretty slick with the pose, but anyway, these were cheap at Cult TV Man, and I picked one up to go with my Iron Man kit, and I actually just threw this in a tote somewhere, and it's just been sitting there. So I'm going to add that to the probably arc somewhere. You know, probably do a little It's already got a hole made for it. Hopefully I remember it's there. I may redo some of my nail deals so I can actually stack a little bit more. And last but not least, I do go to garage sales. I go to a bunch of garage sales usually on the weekend, and I look for toys and models, and I don't find a whole lot of models, but when I do, I found a motion picture Smoothie Enterprise, and it's pretty much all there. And basically it has been started. Some of it's been bagged, which that's pretty good. I mean, the battery deal, it's not even touched. It's been shot a little bit of primer. The only thing it's missing is, and this is one of the first issues, is it had rub-on decals for the registry. That's the only thing that's not in here, but it does have the glorified stickers for the Wart nacelles, the Impulse, and the torpedo bay, so you can make that look cool. Anyway, it's in great shape. It's nothing on trees or anything, but that's just one of those kind of finds that you just don't find every day. You know, that's what, a 40-year-old model or a 30-year-old model, give or take. And of course, I have a few of those, which I'm a little biased. I do like the Smoothie Enterprise. I just think it's better than the A when they tried to ascribe the Aztec in there. And I'm surprised that AMT Round 2 hasn't reissued this. I know they do the big 350, and a lot of people don't want to spend $90 for it. That kit right there. And I know it's a big model and a lot to work with. I assume a lot of people would. I like this size. I think it's almost perfect size. You can basically build any ship you want out of it. You know, everything from making a dreadnought, single engine, or I even bought extra Smoothie one to build the Abe class there, and just stuff like that. But anyway, that was a treasure trove find today, I thought, and I am still looking. I want this kit without the AMT name, but in the Matchbox box. I actually seen a picture of it, and I just guess it exists, but I've never seen one, and I've seen a picture of it, and I want one just to have to add to the Ark itself. But anyway, that's another story. We'll jump that bridge someday when we find the Smoothie Enterprise with the Matchbox. But anyway, that is what I have got going on. It's it's a very light load for the Ark. But anyway, it's a little bit of variety. We got the Mini Model Madness, Larson Designs ships, some aftermarket, the Smoothie Enterprise. Of course, we're adding Robert Downey Jr.'s head to the Iron Man kit for the head section, and adding the Star Blazers Mechanical Collection to the Ark. But that's what I have got going on today, so stay tuned for the next exciting episode.